ghost. Not a ghost. Ghost. Not a ghost. Hello, fellow plant people. Welcome back if you are returning to my channel. If you are new, my name is Jen. I go by The Leafy Geek here, also on Instagram. And today, I might get some shit. Today I'm going to post a video in which I might express some unpopular opinions about some certain plants in my collection. We're not through December yet. Minnesota winters are extremely long, and I'm already hitting a point in my winter plant care where I'm going, oh my god, what did I get myself into with having 200 plants in my house? This was a stupid idea. Not really. I love my plants, yes. Most of my plants, as a whole, I thoroughly enjoy year-round. It's just winter in my apartment with plants is a struggle. It gets really, really dusty in here really, really fast, which is weird because I don't have forced air heating and I don't have my windows open, so where's it coming from? I don't know, but it settles really quickly onto every single surface in my house, and it's like a couple of times a week where I have to like stay on top of it. Otherwise, it will just be gross in here. I will feel like I live in a dirty garden. Not good. With that in mind, that mindset, you know, there are certain plants that I am willing to fight through that for, that they are awesome. I'm so excited that they're a part of my collection. And then there are the plants that I kind of look at and go, if I had to vote someone off the island. And those are the ones we're going to be talking about today. Plants that I am not enjoying as much currently anymore. Don't know if that's going to change down the road. Don't know if I'm going to rehome these, but with my current emotional state and the current state of my house and the current month that we are in, this is where we're at. So let me just show you some of these little boogers. First one up is a Hoya, believe it or not. This is Hoya Densifolia, and you guys, where to start? So when I got this plant, I did not, maybe it just didn't compute in my brain how similar it was to Hoya Commingiana, which I also have a very nice specimen of. It's just a very full vining plant. Commingiana's leaves look a little bit different than this. The growth habit is quite similar, but the leaf shape is different. Commingiana tend to be a little bit more tight, circular. These ones are a little bit, obviously, they're longer, they're a little bit flimsier, they're pointed, and this particular plant just doesn't really have pretty leaves. Like when I received it, this was kind of the state of affairs on a lot of these lower leaves that just aren't very, they're just wonky and weird and mismatched, and it doesn't appeal to me as much as the Commingiana does. When I received it, it seemed like it was going to have more of an upright, kind of bushy growth structure like, let's say, Multiflora or some of those other, you know, bushier Hoyas. But then it just kind of sprawled out and over, and the leaves are wonky, and it's a weird plant that I don't really know where to put. I just don't know what to do with it. And I'm kind of done. It's alive, it's fine, I think it's even growing. I don't even know if it's growing that much. And the new growth looks just really weird. I don't know if you can see that. It's one that I just am not exactly sure what to do with, and the look of it is not very appealing to me. So it's just one of those plants that if I'm going to choose one to keep and one to vote off the island, I'm keeping the Commingiana. So this is Hoya Densifolia, currently on my shit list. Another plant that I am struggling to find good feelings about right now happens to be one of my Hoya that I received several months back from Unsolicited Plant Talks. Nothing against them at all. I love April and I love her company. I love what she's got going on over there. And 5 out of the 6 Hoya that I purchased in that time period are doing amazing. They are growing. They graduated to my main Hoya room. They're loving life. I'm thrilled with them. This one, though, I'll take it out of the glass if I can, but I have it in glass for a reason, and that is to just try and A, isolate it, and B, trying to boost the humidity for it just a little bit, because it's not a happy plant. This is Hoya Basaba, and it came to me as Hoya Basaba 7590. I've seen that different. I've seen like 7950. I'm not sure exactly, what the correct kind of classification is for this particular plant, but it is a single leaf. It has been a single leaf since I've had it. And it just really, guys, it just isn't happy. And the main change that I've seen with this guy is that the vine is dying. And there's some sort of something going on at the base of the leaf here that is not supposed to be there. I don't know if it has some sort of fungal infection. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's not pleased. I've tried a few different things that usually work for me with Hoyas that haven't worked with this one, and it's been a long time. So I'm kind of losing faith that this is going to survive and or become an actual plant, which is unfortunate because I thought, the photos that I've seen of this one are really cool. It's a cool looking plant. It has cool looking leaves. But mine is slowly fading away into wherever plants go, the compost pile in the sky, I guess. So I will try to just kind of give it time if that's what it needs. I'm trying to boost the humidity for it a little bit to see if that's what it needs. But right now, I don't really even know what it needs. So that is Hoya Basaba 7590 or 7950. Next up, it's pretty much my whole Calathea collection. I have 4 Calathea. They're all in various states of being really pissed at the world because of the temperature changes outside. I don't have them in a drafty part of my house, but they can just sense it, I guess. I don't know. But they're all kind of in various stages of crisp. So I just thought that I would share with you the worst one of the bunch. So this is my Orbifolia. This was the one that was turning the corner and doing really, really well this summer. So I had gotten some new growth out of it. It just seemed like it was doing really well. And then cooler temperatures happened, and she mad. And I'm trying to figure out what I need to do, if there's anything I can do aside from getting it into a terrarium setting, which kind of limited for options right now, especially something large enough to house all of my Calathea isn't in the cards for me right now. So right now I have them right next to a humidifier, and that humidifier runs all day, every day, and it's still doing this. And of course, I've checked it for bugs, I've checked it. I say that, and now I am concerned. No webbing, but I am mighty suspicious on this leaf right here. On the back, I don't know if I can even show you this. I'm seeing some weird flecks, and I'm seeing some weird, what looks like leaf scraping. So I am, yep, there's the webbing. Damn it! Okay, this one has spider mites. I love my life. Deep breaths. 2020 is almost done, right? Okay, the goal of this video was not to have a meltdown on screen, so all my Calathea that were surrounding my Orbifolia are now in my bathtub, getting prepped for emergency spider mite treatment because, damn, definitely found some webbing on that little piece of Next one on my list, I guess on my shit list, is I debated whether or not to put this guy on here because I like the plant a lot. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. So this is my Homolomina. It's my emerald gem, I believe. The green ones are called. So my Homolomina is fine. It's doing its thing. The leaves are still very small. The plant in general is still very small. There are some like dead bits that I occasionally have to pick off. So the reason this plant is maybe not doing as well as it could be is because of its very inconsistent watering schedule. And I am at fault for that, of course, because I can't keep up with the watering needs of this plant, it turns out. It's really thirsty all of the time, and so when I remember that it's probably overdue for a watering, I'll look at it and it's completely wilted against the sides of the pot. All of these leaves will just be sagging. It's such a drama queen about that. And then I'm of course worried that I killed it, and then I go to water it and things turn out to be okay, and it seems like it bounces back fairly decently, but it can't be good for it. I guess I just didn't realize, about myself that I was maybe not going to have the time or feel like I could invest the time into helping this plant excel. Look at how dusty these leaves are. My word. So, Homolomina it's a pretty plant. I don't have it kind of front and center in my house because it is toxic, and I don't want hound dog anywhere near it. With a lot of my arrowheads, similar thing. So those are always higher up, and I think for that reason it helps me to forget about it. So I could improve its situation that way, I think. I could also try and keep up with the watering a little bit, but it's just one of those plants that I'm glad that I'm trying, and I want it to do well, and I want to be excited about it. But so far, those things aren't really happening for it or for me. So, Homolomina, I do have a Selby I'm in a similar situation with. I'm just not quite sure if it's the plant for me. But I'm happy that I'm trying them. That's key, and I'm going to continue to try. So, Homolomina. Okay, the last plant I'm going to show you today that is currently very much on the struggle bus is my poor Marble Queen Pothos. And Jen, you might be saying, what do you mean? It looks like it's doing pretty well. It's not, though. It was for a long time. It was doing really well when I had it indoors, and then it was doing very well when I had it outdoors this past summer. And then I brought it back inside, and it went, no. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of leaf drop on it, a lot of yellowing. All of these leaves kind of yellowed and fell off. They were kind of looking like this. They weren't anywhere near awesome. It's not looking healthy. I took cuttings from it to see if I could kind of reestablish some health in those and then maybe replant them. But the cuttings aren't even doing that well. I mean, it's winter, so not ideal for cuttings, I guess. But this is what I'm dealing with. A lot of leaf drop on this thing. And so I did cut it back to see if I could foster some growth toward the base here. But just kind of the way that it's acting just makes me feel like the roots aren't even good anymore, which I'm bummed about. Although I do see new growth here. It's very small. And there's a little grow point right there, which I'm kind of worried about because the leaf, oh no, there isn't a leaf that came off of that. We'll just see what happens there. So I'm not giving up on this yet, but it's nowhere near its former glory, and that makes me very sad. And so I struggle with this one just because it just doesn't look very healthy anymore, and that's such a bummer to me. As I'm going through my dusting process, I'm also checking for pests on all of these plants, and so far I haven't seen anything on this one. It's just sad. Sad little Pothos. Okay guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like or subscribe down below, or leave me a comment, even if you just want to yell at me about this stuff. That's fine. I understand. So I hope everybody's winter is going well. I hope your holiday season is going well. And I just hope things are well for you in general. So until next time, you guys, enjoy your plants. Or try.